Today is one of those days where we get to stay somewhere absolutely incredible.
We are staying at one of the most historic and famous landmarks in the USA. It's called the Biltmore Hotel, and we cannot wait to show you around. So this hotel was actually built in 1926. It's definitely one of the most historic hotels in all of Miami, if not arguably all of the US. And as we're staying here, they've actually just completed a huge renovation and redesign. They've definitely kept that historic feel to it, but they've modernized it a whole lot, and we can't wait to show you all the great amenities here.
Guys, take a look at this. We feel like we're staying in a castle somewhere in Europe. You can really feel the Spanish vibe here. This place is just beautiful. So the property is huge. It's 150 acres and it's smack dab right in the middle of Miami in a neighborhood called Coral Gables. But we actually feel like we're in the Spanish countryside somewhere because it's so quiet.
And speaking of Spain, I cannot get over like the Spanish European details that are everywhere here. There are these pillars that have etchings, like carvings at the top. They lead into these grand archways. At the bottom, there's hand-painted tiles that you can sit on. They make these seatways that go all the way around. There's a courtyard with a fountain in the middle, and then all this greenery all around, and loads of little details that are amazing.
How spectacular is that pool?
We have a little bit of a surprise. So we have a private cabana booked for the day. We need to go get changed though, so why don't we meet you down there? To the pool. We're just hanging outside our private cabana, but it's such a beautiful pool. You guys have to check it out.
I know, look, I'll show you guys. Look how big this is. So there's chairs everywhere. There's palm trees around. Way over this way, there's these really cool statues. There's a whole bunch of them. You have a little restaurant over there. Of course, the iconic structure is right up here. And then you got this amazing little waterfall over there. So as you can see, this pool is huge, and it's one of the bigger pools in all of the United States, and it might be the biggest one on the whole East Coast.
When it was built in the 1920s, it was actually the biggest pool in the entire world at the time. They had these like diving boards here. I think it was 18 feet deep at the time, so like you can see like the old iconic diving boards.
Yeah.
Turn them into a waterfall. It's
I know.
So beautiful.
I'll show you those right now because that's like one of the best features about this place. All right, take a look. So here's the waterfall. There's one level and then there's a second level. This used to be for diving, so this used to be deeper. The whole pool was deeper at one point. So I can just imagine people diving off this, and there used to be crowds that would come and watch. Such a cool thing.
Come on back inside, we'll show you around.
So the first thing you're gonna see here are the two loungers, which are very important. We're gonna be in those a lot, probably the most. But then we have a little living room back here.
We have an entire living room.
Look at this place. So we have a fridge. There's a whole bunch of water. There's room for other things if you need to put anything in there. We also got a TV which has movies and like cable. It has pretty much everything you're gonna need.
Watch a movie.
Yeah, and then we have a little table and you have a sofa. It's starting to get late in the afternoon. We're really hungry, so it's time to eat. We're gonna order some food and we're gonna show you what it's like. Okay, the food is here. Today I went for some French fries because I've been eating a lot of salad and French fries sounded terrific. Also got a Key West grouper sandwich, so it's like a fish burger. Can't wait to get into that. What do you got over here?
I got myself a chicken wrap. I think it's chicken tenders. It's in a whole wheat wrap just to make it a little more healthy. I think there's some lettuce, some tomatoes, maybe some cucumber, and I think that maybe is a sweet mustard sauce. And I went for sweet potato fries because I cannot resist them when they're available.
I'm gonna try the French fries first. Well, that's good kind of French fries, like taste homemade. It's almost like there's a bit of skin on them. They're tasty, but we're all here for this sandwich, so let's give this a go.
You got it blackened, right?
Oh yeah, Oh, that is so good. It's on this focaccia bread. You can probably tell, so it's really, really soft. The fish must be so fresh. It just like falls apart in your mouth. It's really flavorful. There's some lettuce on there as well, and some onions, and kind of like a mayo-y base, but it almost tastes like there's like a lime mayo or like lemon mayo.
Yeah.
Oh, overall, this is just really good, and the consistency's nice. It's like just soft and flaky, and it's delicious, you guys. So it is a crispy chicken wrap.
Yeah, so it looks like it has like chicken tenders in there. I see some sauce. There's extra sauce down there if I want it, I think.
All right, let's do it. The wrap looks good. You can almost see the grill marks on there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at that. Wow.
The chicken is on point. I'm loving the textures actually in this, because the chicken is like super crispy, and then the cucumber is also super crispy, so it's like you got that crunch. The mustard is mustardy, but it's also sweet, so it like adds a little contrast in there. I like this.
The sandwich is so good. You know what it's reminding me of already? We were just in the Florida Keys, and I've had a bunch of grouper down there, and this is called a Key West grouper sandwich. So if you guys want to check out that video and check out our time there, make sure to do that. We'll link it up here so you can see it, because this sandwich is absolutely delicious, and it's bringing back good memories already. I think now we're just going to finish up lunch here. We're going to take you guys back to our room, because our room is really exceptional. We just have to show you guys.
Welcome to our room. The first thing you're gonna notice is these huge windows, lots of light.
Yeah, look at the light here. And look at the view. So this is where we just were. Our cabana was like right down there, but now you can see the size of the pool, and you can see just how big that golf course really is out there.
So this side of the room is actually our living room area. We have a sofa over here, and that does convert into a bed. There's another chair over here, a table. And then this side we have a huge TV. It's monstrous. I don't know if you can capture it, but it's like huge.
I think it's a 70-inch television. That's just so big.
You've got an espresso machine, and there's also a mini bar over here as well.
All right, so now if we walk this way, we have the most comfortable king-size bed we've ever slept in, I think. There's 2 end tables. There's a beautiful chandelier here. Just take a look at that and the detail. That just seems to be the theme of this whole hotel. The detail and everything is just incredible. We also have a desk where there's a lot of work happening while we're here, and there's a bathroom.
Of course there is a bathroom. It's right behind me. This is a sink and vanity area. I'm loving the stonework. It's really beautiful. And then on the other side of the bathroom is where you'll find the toilet. There is a bathtub in here, and there's a rainfall shower. Okay, there are so many amenities here, I don't even know where to start. One of them, there is a gift shop. There's also a beautiful looking spa. There are multiple restaurants as well. Every one of them are extremely delicious. There's a gym, and it's not just any gym. It is the biggest gym we've ever come across at a hotel in our lives. Yeah, I couldn't believe when we walked through, because there's mirrors everywhere and you kind of get a little confused, but it's monstrous. It's huge. The other one, of course, is that golf course that we showed you before. It's absolutely beautiful. So I think we're gonna get cleaned up from the pool, and then we're gonna take you down and show you the lobby, because it is definitely not your average lobby. So we have made our way into the lobby. You know, sometimes you're staying in this like iconic hotel and you come into the lobby and expect it to be super grandiose, and it's not. Well, this one does not disappoint. This carries over that Spanish theme we talked about before. I feel like I'm in Europe. There are pillars and archways everywhere you look. There's 2 kinds of ceilings going on in here. There's these like blue and kind of goldish arches, and then there's another ceiling that has this really intricate pattern on it. The furniture's interesting. There are 2 giant cages that have some finches in them as well, and I think those mimic the chandeliers. Yeah, they're like upside down chandeliers. Yeah, basically. So there's so much happening. So cool. There's so much happening in this lobby. I think maybe we forgot to say that this is a National Historic Landmark, and there is loads of history here. As we said before, it did open in 1926. Later, it was actually a hospital during World War II. After that, it was part of the University of Miami's medical school, and it didn't reopen as a hotel until the 1980s, I believe. you guys follow us regularly, you probably know that we've stayed in some pretty amazing places, but this one's gonna be towards the top of the list for me. There's nothing like driving here, not really seeing it, and then you come around this corner and it's there right in front of you in like all its splendor. It's so gorgeous. There's so much history here and you can really, really feel it.
Yeah, like Anna said, you can see this place about a mile away and it looks like a little piece of Europe, Spain particularly, right in the middle of Miami in this neighborhood called Coral Gables. And it just has that Spanish feel throughout. We've not been to another place quite like this, and it does rank right up there from one of our favorite hotels, honestly. Guys, if you're new to the channel, I am Trevor, and this is Anna. We are the Delightful Travelers. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and little tiny bell so you can follow along. We'd love to have you follow our journey. In our last video, we were in the Florida Keys, hanging out there. It was absolutely beautiful. We'll link it so you can go watch it. And next up, we are having so much fun in Miami. I think we're gonna stay longer. We're gonna go do a Cuban food tour. I've never done that before.
I'm excited to try Cuban food. All right, guys, that's it.
From the Biltmore, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.